Indiana Fever fans, we came up short. We lost in the final seconds of this game, 89-87. We were up by 6 points with 5 minutes left and also up by 4 points with a minute 43. This is a game that would have been great to have Caitlin Clark back in the second half. Just an extra playmaker on the court, doing the things that Caitlin Clark does. But I'm glad if it's rest or no rest. Last time she came back early, and guess what happened? She was overcompensating, being, even if she's 70, 80%, and she ended up getting another injury and being out twice as long instead of just holding off till she was 100%. And also coming back for one Sparks game. We should have won this game. There was inconsistencies in the officiating. Wait until you see the second half. And I have everything. You know I brought the proof. I recorded this entire game. For those that don't have Prime Video or the NBA TV, don't worry about it. I got all the offensive plays and all the defensive plays, and we're going to break down what happened with the referees. I don't get it. Breanna Stewart, Aja Wilson, wait until you see what they did for Kelsey Plum tonight. They get all the calls. Touch fouls, anything. And guess what happens? Aaliyah Boston, the best center in the game, and guess what happens to her? She gets called for every touch foul and ends up in foul trouble this entire season and is still putting up MVP type numbers. What happens with Caitlin Clark? Have you ever seen her get a touch foul? A phantom call? No. The physicality, that's the WNBA when it comes to Caitlin Clark. But anybody else, the physicality disappears. And it's foul after foul after foul in the second half. This game, there was 3 of the most horrible calls I've ever seen. I'm talking about Sophie Cunningham getting taken down by her neck, and they call it a jump ball. If her neck is the ball, it would have been a jump ball. Or Kelsey Plum, she gets every single call, and Ari McDonald can't even get close to her. Kelsey Plum literally steps on Lexi Hall on purpose and doesn't call for a foul, and then holds on to Ari McDonald's ankle instead of the ball and doesn't get called for a foul. But we'll get into it. But let's start off with the good. Let's start off with these highlights. Natasha Howard, my goodness, 8 for 11. That's crazy numbers. Aaliyah Boston just getting buckets. That's all she does. Might as well call her Aaliyah Buckets. Ari McDonald had a quieter night tonight. She filled up the assist, but wasn't shooting the best. Kelsey Mitchell. You got to love Kelsey Mitchell. Aaliyah Boston with the 3-point play. Ended up with 23 points and 12 assists. Sydney Colson knocks down one of her 2 3-pointers. Sophie Cunningham steal leads to a point for Kelsey Mitchell. A 3-pointer. All net. Let's go. Indiana Fever. Timpson, so excited to see Timpson making the best of these minutes she's getting. Get that weak stuff out of here. She not only got blocks, she's got the fans dancing. Let's go. And look at that. Look at that hustle play. Saves the ball. Kelsey Mitchell pulls up. Splash. Loving Kelsey Mitchell. Natasha Howard, like I said, 21 points, 9 boards. There's Timpson. Now she's getting the rhythm from Florida State, our rookie. She's looking promising. Sydney Colson with another tray. There's Ari McDonald getting buckets. Here we go. Boston. Aaliyah Boston ended up with 23 points and 12 boards. So awesome watching these big centers run the fast break. That was Natasha to Boston. And there's Ari McDonald to Boston. Lexi Hall, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. I was really digging this game. Look at Natasha Howard, 21-9. Whatever's changed, I'm loving it. She is. Look at this. Our center knocking down 3-pointers. You can't ask for more than that. Kelsey Mitchell had a great night, 19 points, but she didn't get any rebounds or assists. You play a lot better when Kelsey Mitchell's getting some assists in the game. Look at this pass. Sydney Colson looking like Caitlin Clark. Nobody throws that full court pass better than Caitlin Clark. Great job, Sydney Colson. Watch this move by Kelsey Mitchell. Goodness gracious. That's my favorite move she does. And Michaela Timpson coming in all the way. She saw opening and she went straight to it and delivered. Kelsey Mitchell off the inbounds pass. And look at Natasha Howard to finish the quarter, following up that shot. Those offensive rebounds make a difference. Lexi Hall making it look easy. Natasha Howard walking double-double. Let's go. Here we go. Aaliyah Boston was just a monster. And look at this find to Kelsey Mitchell. This is what I was talking about. Up by 6 with 5 minutes left in this game. Another look at that pass by Colson. And look at this by Sophie Cunningham. Having fun, getting the crowd involved, finishing the three-point play to put the Indiana Fever on top. And then Kelsey Mitchell delivers. This is crazy. So we get the loose ball, and Kelsey Plum grabs Ari McDonald's leg instead of sending her to the line to take the lead. The refs just didn't call it. Ari McDonald, Lexi Hall, and Aaliyah Boston all had a chance to win this game. That one does hurt. It's another loss where we could have won in the final seconds. It came down to the last shot. And also a game where we were leading in the fourth quarter. We had control of this ball game, and that's without our best player, Caitlin Clark. So, I mean, we are close. We are right there. After the All-Star break, I see this Fever team making a push and becoming the top team in this league. But it wasn't all on us. Watch the inconsistencies and totally missed calls by the referees. When you lose by 1 point and you miss 20 calls, it definitely plays a factor on the outcome of these ball games. The first thing I found out about this game, Kelsey Plum flops the entire game. This is what I was talking about with Sophie Cunningham. Look at this. She literally grabbed her around her neck, and they called this a jump ball, and then threw her down the next play. And then Aaliyah Boston, like I said, she didn't touch her. They put her in foul trouble all season long. They're just calling stuff to call stuff. The refs made this game about them. Aaliyah Boston, again, she's an all-star player. Look at these hits. Good thing Caitlin Clark didn't play because it was just a sloppy basketball game. Between the officials and the Los Angeles Sparks, look at this. They called this a foul instead of a block. And then there's Aaliyah Boston again. That's 3 fouls where she didn't touch anybody. And that's our best player, and wonder why we lose this game. Michaela Timpson, watch these 2 calls in a row. She didn't do anything. She got hit on that one, and they called a foul on her. And this is fourth quarter. Look at this. This one pissed me off. Kelsey Plum seriously elbows Lexi Hall, then purposely steps over so she couldn't get up. Lexi Hall can't believe it. That's a foul. The ref was right there in front of her. And then here we go. And they kept McDonald in foul trouble the entire game. There's 2 in a row where she didn't do anything. Look at that. Just had her arms in the air, but they gave, this is the fourth quarter, and they just kept giving every single call. I like Leah Boston finally getting pissed off. Then they call this away from the ball in the fourth quarter. Nothing going on. Just to put him at the line, and then Kelsey Plum, another one. But when Howard drives and gets slashed across the face, no foul, just out of bounds. Thank you for watching. Why don't you guys give me some feedback? Tell me what you think in the comments below of how this game went down. But we appreciate every single one of you. Hope you have a great weekend with your family. Get to spend some time with them. We love you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Check out my short form videos until Tuesday. Until the next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.